Some wounds are easy to see. Others are invisible, hidden behind a smile, or inside the silence of someone who doesn't want to be noticed. That's the trap of covert narcissistic abuse. It doesn't come with loud arguments or obvious cruelty. It comes quietly, like a slow leak that drains your confidence, your joy, and even your sense of reality. If you've ever felt controlled without clear control, criticized without obvious words, or manipulated in ways you couldn't explain, this video is for you. Let's get straight into the 9 signs of covert narcissistic abuse that everyone needs to know. Number 1, subtle put-downs. Disguised as jokes, one of the strongest signs is when someone keeps slipping small insults into conversations but frames them as jokes. At first, it sounds harmless. Maybe they laugh when saying it. Maybe others even laugh with them. But you don't laugh, you feel a sting. It might be about how you look, how you speak, or even about your dreams. The key thing is this: the words are always wrapped in humor, so if you react, you look like the one who can't take a joke. That's the perfect cover for a covert narcissist. They get to tear you down while still looking charming to everyone else. Over time, those jokes are no longer funny. They chip away at your self-worth piece by piece until you start second-guessing yourself in even the smallest ways. Number 2, silent treatment that feels like punishment. Unlike an open argument, covert narcissists use silence as a weapon. Instead of yelling, they pull away, leaving you confused and anxious. You don't know what you did wrong, but you feel the punishment. The silence isn't just about avoiding conversation, it's about control. The goal is to make you desperate for their approval again. You end up apologizing for things you didn't even do, just to break the silence. And that's when the power shift happens. You start chasing them, while they sit back and watch you bend to their rules. Number 3, backhanded compliments that confuse you. Another sign is when praise doesn't feel like praise. A covert narcissist might say things like, "You actually look good today," or "Wow, I didn't think you could pull that off." It sounds like a compliment, but the hidden message is negative. Backhanded compliments are designed to keep you off balance. You feel good for a moment, then confused, then hurt. That emotional roller coaster is intentional. It makes you crave their approval even more, because you never know if their next words will lift you up or cut you down. And when someone controls how you feel about yourself, they don't need to shout or argue. They already own the strings. Number 4, playing the victim in every situation. Covert narcissists rarely take responsibility. Instead, they twist every story to make themselves the victim. If they hurt you, somehow it's your fault for being too sensitive. If they lose something, it's because the world is unfair to them. By always playing the victim, they avoid accountability while pulling sympathy from others. And here's where the abuse comes in. You start to feel guilty, even when you did nothing wrong. You find yourself comforting them, apologizing to them, supporting them, while your own needs are ignored. Over time, you become the caretaker of their feelings, while they continue to drain yours. Number 5, gaslighting that makes you doubt reality. Gaslighting is one of the most damaging tools covert narcissists use. It's when they deny things you know happened, twist your words, or insist your memory is wrong. You might hear, "I never said that," or "You're imagining things," or "You're overreacting." At first it seems small, but repeated over time, it makes you question your own mind. You start doubting what you saw, what you heard, even what you felt. That's exactly what they want. If you can't trust yourself, you have no choice but to trust them. And that's the ultimate control, taking away your sense of truth and replacing it with theirs. Number 6, constant comparison that lowers your worth. A covert narcissist will often compare you to others, but always in ways that make you feel less. They might say, "Why can't you be more like so-and-so?" Or, "They did this better than you." Sometimes it's not even direct. They may praise someone else in front of you, knowing it will cut deep. The goal is to make you feel like you're never enough. Because when you're constantly trying to prove your worth, you stop noticing how unfairly you're being treated. You become trapped in a cycle of competition you never asked for, trying to win approval that will never truly come. Number 7, love that feels conditional. This is one of the hardest signs to spot because it hides under what looks like affection. A covert narcissist will show love, kindness, or attention, but only when you're doing what they want. The moment you stop, the love disappears. You might notice that their warmth comes when you agree with them, when you put their needs first, or when you make them look good. But when you stand up for yourself, the affection is gone. That's conditional love. And it's one of the most painful forms of abuse. Because love should never feel like something you have to earn by sacrificing yourself. Number 8, fake empathy that doesn't last. Covert narcissists can appear caring on the surface. They might act supportive when you're upset, or even say the right words at the right time. But here's the catch. The empathy never lasts. It's temporary and usually only shown when it benefits them. For example, they might comfort you in front of others to look like the good person. But the moment the attention is gone, so is their compassion. True empathy is consistent. It shows up even when no one is watching. With covert narcissists, the kindness is only a mask, and sooner or later, the mask slips. Number 9, subtle control over your choices. Another clear sign is when they quietly influence your decisions without ever directly forbidding you. Instead of saying, "Don't do that," they might plant doubts like, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" Or, "People might think less of you if you try that." This kind of manipulation is powerful because it doesn't feel like control at first. It feels like advice or concern. But over time, you notice your world getting smaller. You stop doing things you once loved. You second-guess your choices, and you adjust your life around what they might think. That slow erosion of independence is exactly what they want. Number 10, shifting blame in every conflict. When something goes wrong, a covert narcissist will almost never take responsibility. Instead, they twist the situation until you're the one at fault. If they forgot something, it's because you distracted them. If they lied, it's because you made them feel unsafe. No matter what happens, they find a way to make you carry the blame. This constant blame shifting forces you into a defensive position. You start apologizing just to keep the peace, even when you've done nothing wrong. Over time, this drains your self-confidence and makes you believe that you're always the problem. But the truth is, the blame was never yours to carry. It was just another tool of control. If you recognized yourself in any of these 7 signs, know this: you are not alone, and it's not your fault. Covert narcissistic abuse is designed to be invisible, to make you question your own reality. But the fact that you're listening right now means you're already breaking the cycle, because awareness is the first step to freedom. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these signs hit you the hardest? Was it the silent treatment, the gaslighting, or maybe the conditional love? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone, and your story might help someone else feel less alone. If this video gave you clarity, please hit the like button. It really helps more people find this message. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I'll be making more videos that uncover hidden abuse patterns and give you tools to heal. Remember, your voice matters, your feelings matter, and you deserve relationships where love isn't a weapon.